What's up, guys? Today we're going to start a series on chord inversions, all right? We're going to learn major chord inversions all the way up the neck. We're going to learn minor chord inversions all the way up the neck. Today we're starting with G major, but here's the reason you need to know this. All your favorite guitar players, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, John Mayer, and all those guys you listen to on Instagram that you think are so great, they all know their chord inversions all the way up the neck, just like piano players. Piano players do this from day one. They learn chord inversions all the way up and down the piano, and that's why they can play so many different things. Guitar players are notorious for learning open chords and capoing all the way up the neck, or just learning open chords and bar chords and saying, well, that's it. Well, that's not it. There are many different inversions you can use up the neck to make your playing sound way more interesting, and you can do way more things. You can want to sound as cool and as hip as your favorite guitar players. You need to learn these inversions and learn the notes that make them happen. So this is lesson 1 in this series. We're going to learn G major all the way up the neck and all of its inversions. All right. Then another time we're going to learn minor chord inversions all the way up the neck. All right, we're going to do these in several different keys, and then I'm going to give you another lesson that's going to show you how to put these together and how to use them, because without learning how to use them, they're kind of useless, right? So do me a favor, go over to the website, subscribe to our newsletter. We're going to be sending out a free lesson once a month. All right, I promise you, no spam, just some good content once a month. So go subscribe to that newsletter. The link will be in the description. My name is Brett Blakemore from Summit Guitar School. Thank you guys for following. Also, don't forget, go over to Instagram and Facebook and give us a follow and a like. We really appreciate the support. Let's get started. So let's take a look at these chord inversions using a G major chord. A G major chord is really only made up of 3 notes. It's called a triad. In this case, it's G, B, and D, okay? So the G is the root, the B is the third, and the D is the fifth. So when we play inversions up the neck to sound more musical and more interesting, all we're really doing is flip-flopping which those notes come first. So we're just switching around GBD, BDG, and DGB, all right? To get different combinations of chord tones up the neck and making it sound more interesting when we play. So we're going to learn these all the way up the neck using 4-string groupings. This is kind of a cool way to learn this. Check this out. We've got E, A, D, G, D, G, B, and G, B, E. So let's take a look at the root position. That would be G, B, D. So G, B, D. It's almost exactly like your first, it is exactly like your first G major chord, but only we're strumming the 6th, 5th, and 4th. So G, B, D. That's 3rd fret, 6th string, 2nd fret, 5th, open on the 4th. Now our next one up is going to be first inversion, which means we're going to go B, D, G. So the 3rd is in the bass. B, D, G. Play it together, it sounds like that. So 7th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. Your index goes over the 5th fret of both the 5th and the 4th string. Then if we move up, our second inversion comes next. That's D, G, B. All right? We're going to use our middle finger 10th fret, 3rd finger 10th fret, index finger 7th fret. And then we're back to root, only we don't have an open on the 4th string anymore, so we have to use our index. So 15th fret with our pinky, 14th fret with our 3rd, 12th fret with our index. So we've got just like that. So if we go to the 5th string, 4th string, and 3rd string grouping, we would start with our first inversion. That would be B, D, G. All right? So B, D, G, B, D, G. So that's 5th string, 2nd fret, open on the 4th, open on the 3rd. Then our next one we can get to would be second inversion, D, G, B. you'll start to notice that these patterns kind of repeat themselves until we get to the third and second string, where it's a little bit different. But B, D, G. So that's 5th string, 5th fret, 4th string, 5th fret, and then 3rd string, 4th fret. And then we go up and we're at our root. All right, this should look familiar as well. 10th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, just like that. And then we're going to go up to our first inversion again, which brings us back around to the octave where we started. B, D, G. Very Hendrixy sounding, right? Or John Mayer, however you want to look at it. So that's 14th fret, 12th fret, and 12th fret on the 3rd string. So our index finger plays the 12th fret 4th and the 12th fret 3rd string together. So those again are first inversion, second inversion, root, and first inversion. Now let's look at the 4th string grouping. So, sorry, this would be the 3rd string grouping. So D, G, B. Well, that is our second inversion. So D, G, B. Those would be open, all right? So D, G, B, open on the 4th, open on the 3rd, open on the 2nd, okay? And then our next one we can get to is our root, which is G, B, D, all right? 3rd finger, 5th fret, 4th string, middle finger, 4th fret, 3rd string, and index, 3rd fret, 2nd string, just like that. So we've got second inversion, D, G, B, root, and then we're going to go up. This one's really useful here, and you'll see this a lot. You may have already played it and just didn't realize it. We've got our first inversion, B, D, G. That's 3rd finger, 9th fret, 4th string, index, 7th fret, 3rd string, and middle finger, 8th fret, 2nd string. Yep, that one's super useful. You see that a lot. And then we're back to our second inversion, which is our octave all the way up, D, G, B. All right, so that's 12th fret across the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Which brings us to our last string grouping, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. So we can't really get it with the open strings at all, so we're going to go to our first inversion. So B, D, G. You'll notice this is a piece of your bar chord. So was this one when we did that string grouping. They're basically all pieces of bar chords. So B, D, G. This is our first inversion. All right. Then if we move up, we've got our second inversion, D, G, B, which is basically a D shape. Now it is a D shape, but we're just moving it up the neck and starting from the 3rd string, D, G, B. All right. And then if we move up again, we're in root position, G, B, D. Okay. That's with 12th fret, middle finger, 3rd string, 12th fret, 3rd finger, 2nd string, and then 10th fret, 1st string with my index. Just like that. And then you're back to your octave, which was our first inversion, B, D, G. All right, so let's review these. Root, first inversion, B, D, G, second inversion, D, G, B, root. Then if we go up to the next string grouping, B, D, G, first inversion, D, G, B, second inversion, root, G, B, D, and then back to first inversion. All right, now if we go to the next string grouping, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, D, G, B is our second inversion to root, G, B, D, to first inversion, B, D, G, to second inversion, D, G, B. All right, then we've got off the last string grouping, first inversion, B, D, G, D, G, B, G, B, D, back around to the octave, B, D, G. We're going to learn all these in major chords and minor chords throughout this series, and we're going to learn how to use them and put them together so that you can see how useful these really are and getting past where you're at right now with your chord knowledge and really expanding your chord vocabulary and being able to just play way more tasty chords and riffs. It will help at church. It will help at your gigs. It will help when you're just sitting around jamming. I promise you, you want to learn this stuff because a lot of guitar players will definitely ignore it.